everybody, it's Bridget with the Liberty Hill Gardener coming to you with video updates and garden tours and things like that. So on today's video, I'm going to take you through my garden and get you caught up on what's happened, what's in the garden. So if you're interested in seeing what's going on in the garden right now, please stay tuned. Hey everybody, it's Bridget with the Liberty Hill Gardener here. Thanks for sticking around. And if you are new to my channel, welcome and thank you so much for watching my video. If you've been to the channel before, thank you for coming back. As I said in the earlier portion of the video, the intro, we are going to do a garden tour. And I am not a master gardener by any means. I am just trying to be self-sufficient and have better food for my family. And I want to share this with people who actually want to do the same thing. So without further ado, let's get going. Okay, y'all, so if you looked at, and I apologize for the wind, it's blowing off and on, but if you looked at any of my earlier videos, you would have seen my garden as I was pulling it together and laying it out. This is the entryway, actually, which I'm going to redo the fencing. If you look, I have some plastic T-posts that my husband had. It was all about me using things that I already had in place. So I just put this plastic fencing up. As you can see, there's some mulch all around the garden because I do have, what do you call it? The black lining under there that actually, you know, just keeps all the weeds from growing, which there are some weeds. If you look right over here, there's some right in there. But let's get going on this garden tour. Right here, when you come into the entry, you can see that I have an L-shaped garden bed. And in this bed right here, you can see I have watermelon. These are beans. These are, I think they were called Kentucky Wonder beans. I do have some peas here as well, right here. Let me let that focus because it's being weird right now. So, and I apologize for my chickens. You could probably hear them in the back. So these are going to be peas right here on this trellis. And you can see I am starting to, and I apologize, it's only because I was pointing that at the stakes there, but you can see I'm starting to get some blooms on the peas there. There are some carrots in the middle right here. So I do have some carrots. Those are Danvers carrots. Then I have some watermelon right here. I also have watermelon here. Now the difference is these are sugar babies, so they're personal size watermelon if you want to call them that. I also have right here more carrots. I have some marigolds because there are rabbits all around here. If you look around my backyard right here, there's a bunch of trees and cedar, and there are rabbits in those that continually have babies. But right here, you're gonna see I have some okra. I have Clemson spineless, and I also have Hill Country red okra with more of those Danvers carrots right here. In this bed, funny enough, we're gonna see how this goes. The big leaves you see right here, those are zucchini. And when I planted this, I did not assume it was going to grow this big. But if you look, it's growing really well. There's a lot of plants on there with some flowering. And I'm going to start trellising that because I saw on Epic Gardening where he was talking about trellising it, getting more vegetable, getting more fruit, and so on. Right here, what you're seeing are my lemon cucumbers, and if you've never seen them, I wanted to grow them this year because of how they look. They're baseball size, they're yellow and white, but when you cut it, it looks just like the inside of a cucumber. Right here, these were some pickling cucumbers. I am going to, I think, have to cut some of these leaves for sure so that other things can grow and get sunlight. Hidden within this, because they are supposed to trellis, are more cucumbers, and these are slicing cucumbers right under here. So as you can see, those are some slicing cucumbers right here. And then there's a squash plant in here, y'all, but this zucchini plant took over. So right here, there's a actual squash plant. So next, I do have my strawberry green stalk. It's 5 levels. And again, I apologize. I think my chickens are probably laying their eggs for today, but it's going to be full of strawberries. There are various kinds. They have these strawberry pretty and pink that I got from the H-E-B local grocer here. Then I have just regular strawberries right there. I also have some culinary strawberries, which are the Quinault strawberries. I'm not sure, But as you can see, my strawberries are doing really well. And there's some all around there. There are a couple of runners right here, and today I'm going to go ahead and plant those runners. I wanted them to do that so that I could fill this whole thing up with strawberries, which is the goal. And then I'll let them overwinter and they'll come back. There were some of these strawberry plants that I did not plant that did overwinter and came back just fine. So that is the strawberry green stalk tower right there. Okay. Right here, and please forgive my garden, there are things I need to do, which I may do in another video. This is my tomato bed. I know y'all are like, what in the heck are you actually like, you know, doing anything to these tomatoes? Yes, I am, and as you can see, they are trellised and going straight up. I do need to get in there and kind of clean it up a little bit, but let me show you, which I'm nervous about a couple of things, but there are there are tomatoes in here that are growing just fine. And as you can see, the leaves are fine. I'm going to do some trellising that you'll probably see later in the video. Here are more tomatoes. Right here, if you look, there's a bunch of them. These are San Marzano tomatoes, the kind that you get in the store. But there are tomatoes all in this bed right here. It's doing really great. And you can just see tomatoes everywhere. This is one that I am going to have to trellis. It grew off the side and I really don't want to cut it, but if you look in here, here are more tomatoes. So there are tomatoes in here everywhere. On this side, y'all, first time growing the hibiscus roselle. And I love hibiscus tea. I understand you can use it for that and jams. And so I'm super excited to try those things. This smaller one, we had like a quick bit of, not frost even, just cold weather, and it died. So I replanted and now it's growing back fine. But this one on the right was doing fine and made it through that frost. So right here we have a bonfire peach tree, a bonfire patio peach tree. I've never grown this before. Sorry for the wind. Never grown this before. Found it at Costco and went ahead and grabbed it. It's been doing fine. It has a different flavor peach on it, which I'm excited to see how that's gonna, you know, present itself and how it tastes and all those things. So right here, we actually have the corn that I'm growing and then potatoes over here. So I just wanted to try corn. This is Bantam and I forgot the other one, but they're both sweet corn and they've been growing fine with no issue. There are also some sunflowers in the corner. Don't ask me why I put them there. I just want a little color in the garden. But then right here, I have some Yukon Gold potatoes that have started growing. My husband loves potatoes, me not so much. I'll eat them. And if I did have to eat them, I love those Yukon Gold ones. They taste so, so good. Right here, you guys, I have a June Prince peach tree. I don't think I'm gonna get anything or much of anything. I do have to look at some things on it because I'm getting some yellow leaves, so I wanna make sure I'm not overwatering it. If you see those in there, and then there's one peach on there that was already there from a bloom when I purchased the peach tree. There was another one, and I guess that one is not gonna make it because it just may not be on there anymore. But there was another one on there that, I don't know, maybe it fell off. Right here, I have the pink lemonade blueberry bush. I don't think I'll get anything on this year. I wasn't looking for getting anything on this, but it's doing just fine and growing. I'm gonna make sure I don't need to fertilize it or give it more of anything. So I will check on that. And right here, you guys, you can see I have my water line running from my house because I didn't want to have to drag the hose, even though I do have the real hose. I didn't want to drag that all the way over here. It just makes it easier for me to be right here. And then right here, we have the blackberry bush that I also got from Costco. As you can tell, I shop at Costco a lot, but this is the blackberry bush and it's doing fine. As you can see, it has some growth on it already. It's been blooming and doing a lot, and this item is not here, so I know that I'm gonna have to trellis it, and I'm gonna start working on that. is my second green stalk right here, y'all. So on this one, I have some lemon balm, some sage. I have a bit of basil growing, and I think I'm going to just buy some transplants from the store because I love basil. And then this is mint right here. What happened with this one, and I think I mentioned it later in the video as well, it flipped over because we had some heavy winds and the seeds, I think, fell out more likely than not because they didn't all grow. Right here, and you'll probably see me working on it, I have some greens. Those are some mustard greens and kale greens. Some of my greens did not grow. I know you're seeing the mushrooms in there. That is actually a good thing from what I understand, because that means the soil's alive and that's what you want. I also have some tatsoi in there, if you can see that growing right in there. I wanted to try this because I thought it looked so pretty. Now, what you are also seeing is that I'm having a problem with something eating on them. I don't see anything on the leaves, so if y'all know what this might be, let me know. I'm going to spray with some neem oil once I turn the watering off, and I'm done with that. In this L-shaped bed right here, I have my peppers. I love spicy food. I love peppers. I grew up with them. So you're going to see over a dozen pepper plants in here. I actually have some bell peppers, orange bell peppers. I have some cayenne peppers growing right here. These, and let me tell you what happened. The wording wiped off of the popsicle stick that I started them with. So I think that they are jalapenos. I'm not 100% sure. But these are Jimmy Nardello peppers right here. I'm super excited about those. They're the red peppers that you see sauteed a lot, and they're supposed to be really, really good. So I'm hoping that I get a lot of those. I know you see a lot of leaf growth. I'm going to get some of that off today. Right here, this is a purple, I think it's Purple Beauty or Purple Bell pepper right here in the center. And then I have a Japanese eggplant right here. I love eggplant, love to cut them up and fry them. Right here, these are gypsy peppers. They're the smaller peppers. They're not really big. And I like eating those like for snacks with lunch with ranch or something like that. Right here, you can already see I am getting some jalapeno peppers. Those are mammoth jalapeno peppers. So there are 3 on there. They're supposed to get really big, so I'm letting those do their thing, but there are more growing and I'm getting blossoms. Now what you guys see in the center, and it's messy, is my little table with my canopy because I come out here and do my videos and sit and talk. But I just wanted to show you my garden and let you see what I was growing, let you see how my space looks. I hope this helps some of you to get an idea of how you want your garden to look, what you want to put in your garden and so on. It is a mess sometimes and I do need to clean it up, but I just wanted to give you a quick view of it. And I hope that you enjoyed that. If you want to see more like this, let me know. I think I'm going to start doing a weekly garden cleanup and clipping that everybody can see. If you want to see my chickens, let me know. I will show you those as well. So thank you again so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video, and also hit that bell so that you can get notifications of when my new videos come up. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to put them below. I'll do my best to answer and also give you information on what's in my garden, where I bought it from, in the description.